he did miracles and everything. But you've got to remember, God was a man. God was a man.
What happened to your woman?
Well, he found a woman, didn't he?
Who?
Well, women were created like men were created.
So why is God a man?
Well, not necessarily. Could have been a woman.
He could have been a woman.
She could have been a woman. But they portray him as, as being
A man with a
God,
beard.
not a man. And if in some of the things that I've watched on the television, they say he married.
Yeah, but that's the telly.
Yeah, he married. Now, why can't people believe that? Why would it be so wrong?
God married someone.
Jesus was supposed to have married
Mary Magdalene.
Right.
He was a
now,
prostitute.
what's wrong in that?
Nothing wrong. Nothing's wrong with that. I'm not disputing that.
It doesn't say that he wasn't a good man. It doesn't say he didn't make miracles. It didn't say he didn't do things like that. But
do you believe he turned water into wine?
I don't know about that one.
Because if he was going to do miracles, why would he turn water into wine? Why wouldn't he do something a bit more beneficial?
I don't if I believe that, Luke.
About walking on water. Do you think he was just showing off?
No, I think them are the things that people have put in their own heads.
That he walked on water.
He didn't have to prove things, did he?
Well.
But as far as believing in God, I believe in God as a man, and I think everybody needs something to believe in.
If God's a man though, and he created everything, then why did bacteria come before men?
You're asking me a lot of very complicated questions for a nana, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'm just curious to what
you.
Well, if God's a man, did he come at the same time as man, or did he come before?
No, man was created. We were animals. We evolved from animals, right?
So God was a man before men came to be?
No. I believe we all came from animals. But as far as God being a man, he could have been a very wise man, like a scientist. They were very clever, weren't they?
Who's God?
The scientists are very clever. I mean, he could just been a very clever man.
Well, what I'm saying is when bacteria were here first, and there's no doubt about that. And
well, everybody needs bacteria, don't they? So we wouldn't be here, would we?
No, we definitely wouldn't be without bacteria. But was God a bacteria who designed bacteria, like a dead clever bacteria, and then he evolved into a man-shaped sort of thing?
I don't know. I'm only guessing.
You're not convincing me,
I'm only guessing, but I do have my own beliefs.
Of course, no one's in their right to
but
ever
I
check,
don't.
refute
I would never say there's
for
not a God. I would never say anything like that.
Why?
Because I wouldn't. That's just the way I feel. I think when your granddad died, and I felt very sad and very lonely. I mean, I've got you children, and I got your dad and Uncle Spencer and the girls, and you and Beth, which meant a lot to me. But I still needed to think God was watching over me. I still needed that. Everybody needs something at some time.
Well, I'm not. I don't understand what you're saying. I think the one thing I've speculated on or thought about is that when you look at the Bible, and if you want to take it literally, you can take it literally, but you can take it like as an allegory, as like a metaphorical thing, and God being a state of mind rather than a sort of a deity is like a physical presence. God being a state of mind. Do you know what I mean? It's like saying God is love, or God is this, God is that. Why can't God be just a state of mind?
The thing is, look, when you read a paper, you don't believe everything you read in the paper, do you?
Of course not.
So when you read the Bible, not everything is spoken in the Bible can be true. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. People over the centuries that have gone have put more and more things because it pleases them, it makes them feel better.
Well, it fits in with their belief, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At the end of the day. But the Bible. So, would you say you're a Christian, or would you say you just believe in God? Because, you know,
No,
obviously.
I am a Christian. I am a Christian.
Do you believe in the Christian God?
Do I believe in the Christian God?
Mm.
Well, I believe there's only one God for all races. It comes through with many names, but I believe there's only one God.
And do you think he loves everything?
Yeah.
Do you think he's sad?
Well, he must be at times. So he must be a disappointment at times.
It's just a difficult one, really, isn't it? Because we don't know, and we don't know. You know, science argues the Big Bang, and there is evidence for the Big Bang. You know, but then what was before that? What was before that?
She said to me, "Should you believe we're alone?" I said, "No, of course I don't." I said, "That's being ignorant." I said, "Why should we honestly believe that we're the only persons in the world, in
The universe?"
The universe. I said, "Of course we're not." I said, "You can't believe that." I said, "This has happened many places." I said, "They don't all have to be like us."
Hopefully they aren't.
But I don't believe we're on our own.
No, I don't think we are, but
I mean, the things that the archaeologists find. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an archaeologist. I mean, how the hell can they do such things without machinery? I mean, there's got to be some intelligence to all that, hasn't there?
what do you mean, like the pyramids and
Oh yeah.
slaves?
Yeah, but there's slavery and slavery, moving things and making things look. There's some things that are virtually impossible.
I think making the pyramids were impossible.
Well,
the Egyptians were really advanced civilization, weren't they?
Yeah, they
you know,
were.
for the time.
Very
so,
advanced.
you know, the mathematics and stuff. So all they had to do was use counterweights and, you know.
But they didn't have the things that we have today. I mean, I know they had sand. They had the commodity.
They had sand.
Sand's
not really
a lot to do with the pyramids, because that was leverage, wasn't it? That's how a lot of the stones were moved, by sand.
Well, yeah, using the weights.
Yeah, well, they used them as weights, but it was sand, wasn't it? On bricks.
But it's slavery.
I think
mankind has been forever. There's more instances of people being awful to people, documented instances, people being awful to people than there is people being good to people. There's never, you know.
Well, the thing is, it's greed, isn't it? Like, people that get too much want that much more, don't they?
Well, the thing is,
Today, a lot of people are not satisfied with what they've got. They've got to have a bit more.
The thing is, like, when you've got everything, what are you going to do with it?
Hmm.
If you've got the world, what are you going to do with it then?
That's what. You only have one life. You only live for so long.
Also, you know, spend your life, trying to looking for the world and everything in it, and then you're dead. It was all futile, and you didn't enjoy yourself because you always had this driving sort of hunger for more. You know, it's about want, and most of the time, everything that people have is enough, really. It's because other people have got other things, and other people have been given more. I don't know, no, I don't know. I just want to hibernate sometimes.
I think if you...
Until the leaves are green again.
I think if you try and live your life and try and be as good as you can. I think that's all you can do. You've got to be yourself when all's said and done, haven't you?
Oh yeah. Mm.